yellow light, what was it saying about the Mars atmosphere?
So on Mars, the shadows are orange. And so you can use that to get the colors right, so that you do not send pictures around the world of the skies from a different planet. And you can do it inexpensively. And so all you need is a stick. It sticks up with your sundial obsessive disorder. And it really works. And the other thing that really charms me about that is most of us never notice it. Most of us go through our whole life, you're aware of it, but you don't put your finger on it. So yes, the third one will leave next Saturday, if I may, nothing don't happen. And it goes, no matter what happens, we will adjust, I say we, like I'm some kind of full-time rocket scientist. We will adjust the cruise speed, or the exit speed from Earth orbit, so that it arrives, no matter what, on Sunday night, 5 August, the 5th of August, 2012. We invite you all to come out to Pasadena for Planet Fest 2012. We'll all be in a big ballroom, a bunch of people from JPL, all these crazy rocket scientists, very cool people. And we will party on when the first signal comes back. It really is, you know, like, you guys still go to the movies, right? I mean, you watch a lot of movies on your computer or your handheld device, but like you're here. The shared experience is a cool thing. When the thing lands on Mars, it really is amazing. So the Curiosity rover is going to sniff around for sterols, like cholesterol. And this apparently, for you astrobiology buffs, is the thing that would be left behind. If there are living things on Mars, they would leave sterols near enough to the surface where the scrape around the fire, laser zapper, rock smasher can find it. If we found life on Mars, or evidence of life, fossil life, or stranger still, something still alive, it would, dare I say it, change the world. It would be like, yes, it would be like Copernicus or Galileo. The Earth is not the center of everything, the sun is. And how many people do not have global positioning systems? Nobody. And that depends on space exploration and our understanding of the Earth and its place in space. Very cool. Next question. Anybody? Over here, Plaid Man.
Do you like kids?
I follow you. Yes, I've taught school and it's been fine. Yeah. What was Bill Nye hates kids? What? Yes, I hope somebody here must tutor or mentor or whatever it is. You know that moment when the kid gets it, when you're doing algebra or something, it's the coolest thing ever. Well, there are people you can talk to. You watched the show. Didn't it look like the guy on the TV like kid? That's cool, interesting. Why did you? Can I ask you? Why did you ask?
I wanted to make sure.
Okay. So you're all going to be parents. You will meet kids who are jerks. I mean, this is not controversial. In fact, there might have been people who thought, wait, let's leave that out. No, I mean, yeah. The reason I started doing the Science Guy show, just to talk some more about it, is I was working for people who were obsessed with making a profit every quarter. This is at a company that was not Boeing, but derivative of Boeing in Seattle. And actually Redmond, Washington, across the highway from where Microsoft is now. And we were building a navigation system for business jets using laser gyros. Now, I know you all love laser gyros, you all have them now, they're very easy. But back then they were hard. They're still very hard. And they were obsessed with making money off this thing every quarter. You can't just sit down and design a complex navigation system in an afternoon. You just can't do it. So I decided to affect the future. I decided these guys, and the trends in the United States at that time, the same fear that you hear people expressing about the economy of China taking over the United States, and so on. In those days, the fear was the economy of Japan taking over the world. And so I just decided to try to affect the future. So I went into teaching on television. That was my thing. And you guys are here. Here's Leather Jacket. Yes. And that's not his real name.
If you were to put a message on your placard that you're sending on your satellite out of space, what would it be?
Well, if I may, I wrote that message. It got improved a little, but I wrote it. I had Thrill of Discovery, and Steve Squires, principal, said, "How about joy?" So joy of discovery. So I'm really proud of it. But then there's 7 people that have the copyright, and we've all agreed that no one's ever going to make any money on it. Just want to promote space exploration. That's our deal. And so one of the things I would put on it is the joy of discovery. A plaque to an unknown world, distant, distant world. I would put something just to indicate that we were here, that we did our best. We're doing our best. I say to everybody, I love the ocean. I wanted to be an oceanographer for a long time. Some of my favorite Bill Nye shows are the ocean shows. But space exploration brings out the best in us. Space exploration brings out the best in people. And because it's so difficult and it's so inspiring. If you ever get to see a rocket launch, it is amazing. I mean, when you light the fuse, look out, people! It's a commitment. Let me put it that way. It's a huge blast. If you can drive straight up at highway speeds in less than 2 hours, you can be in outer space. But if you want to get in orbit, you need sort of 1 million times that much energy. It's really something. It's cool. Yes, strike the thing. One of the first.
What was your favorite experience on the show?
My favorite experience on the show.
Yeah.
So, I don't know you, I don't know what your plans are, but if you become a dancer on Broadway, don't say your favorite dance partner, because they're going to think that you don't want to dance with the other. Okay? So I'm never going to say my favorite. However, I got a ride in the FA-18 Hornet, the Blue Angels. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Anybody Air Force ROTC? Anybody? Anybody want to fly jets? It is really something. I mean, so if you ever see this show, the Blue Angels, the Air Force has the Thunderbirds are called the Blue Angels. They put the PA on they put the #1 pilot's audio on the speakers, and you can't hear it all. You can hear it between the jets. Anyway, he says they speak in this like Zen voice because they want everybody to remain calm. The planes are about this far apart, going 400 knots. If anybody sneezes, everybody will. And the guy, my pilot, he says he looks at a rivet on the other plane, just stares at it, going 400 miles an hour or more. Just like stare. Anyway, it was all cool. I worked in airplanes for a while. They'll say a little pull, adding power, and the plane goes up. You can't keep your jaw closed. Adding power, you feel that thing in your face. But the thing I didn't expect, there's speed brakes on planes, and you guys have all seen this when the things on the wings come up, and they make the lift go away. They're spoilers, and they're called speed brakes because the more speed you have, the more brake they give you. If you're not moving at all, speed brakes do not, you know nothing. But anyway, this thing is so amazing, graphite, unobtainium, bazillion dollars. And it's kind of squarish, so these pilots call it a board. The speed brake is the board. And the head guy goes, boards up, and this thing, and the plane just seems to stop in midair. Your feet come off the deck, your hands, your oxygen mask pulls away from your face. It's so cool.